consequences for the shape of Earth. According to Newtonian physics, Earth appears spherical from within the observable sphere. However, the existence of hidden layers is made possible by the energy where it produces a multidimensional curvature that defines regular measurements, and the Earth is larger and more complicated than is visible due to the evidence of hidden dimensional layers. The ice wall serves as an energetic membrane in addition to a physical barrier and designates the point at which the hidden dimensions are obscured by energy. This suggests that the metaphysical layers exist in quote-unquote folded manner, finding conventional detection in toroidal, stationary, and flat positioning, which indicates Earth's plane is infinite. Part 2 of Operation Etherbound. This is going to conclude the remaining 3 documents that I was not able to publish from the first time that I read the first document out loud. For context, if you want to see that video, just scroll down my profile, and it's titled Operation Etherbound, and I'm reading it with my boy, Phi King Wizard. Okay, so here we go. We're going to continue. Please don't forget to like, comment in the comment section down below to move the algorithm around, and share this with all of our fellow geocentrists. Much love, guys. Okay, United States Central Intelligence Agency, classified document, Department of Special Projects, Section 9, Beyond the Ice Wall Expedition Failure. The report subject, the joint analysis of multinational expeditions and their failures. Between blank, 4 nations initiated independent expeditions to a newly discovered continent beyond the ice wall. These missions aimed to establish contact with local entities, exploit abundant resources, and secure strategic footholds on the islands bordering the mainland. Each attempt ended in catastrophic failure. Analysis indicates the region's extreme hostility caused by the environmental anomalies, indigenous resistance, and metaphysical top-of-atmosphere disruptions rendered colonization and sustained contact impossible. Down below, you'll see that it lists the 4 nations and the expedition name that they titled them, the year that these expeditions took place, which was redacted, along with the targeted location. It shows what their objective was, the desired intention for resource or artifacts, their purpose, and they gave the survivors' death rate. Apparently, this was a failure in all 4 cases. Now, I've never heard of these expeditions or these operations, but as you can see, some of it has been redacted along with the targeted location, like I said. So hopefully some of you guys can look further into these expeditions and maybe find more information, and I would love to hear what you guys come up with. The United States Operation Titan Blank. The objective was to establish forward base and secure artifacts, which was crystals, and the purpose was for energy weapon research. The United Kingdom Expedition, HMS Dauntless Mission. The objective was to secure trade routes and extract raw minerals. The resource was sky ice ore. The purpose was for advanced levitation weaponry. France had the expedition called Mission Lemuria. The objective was to establish trade posts and retrieve cultural relics. The desired resource was golden coral totem, or maybe totem. The purpose was to enhance biological research. Germany expedition Stormy Ogal. The objective was to help the mainland collect meteorite fragments. The resource they wanted were meteor strands for the purpose of high energy propulsion development. Office of Metaphysical Phenomena and Advanced Technologies, top secret confidential document classified under the National Security Act with unauthorized disclosure resulting in criminal prosecution. This is property of the Central Intelligence Agency, the Arctic Division, and subject to examination under the National Security Act. Subject title, Artifact Designation, Ethereal Resonator, Function and Hypothesis. The Ethereal Resonator was supposedly an artifact retrieved in recent times from beyond the ice wall. This object harnesses and shifts TOA energy, meaning top of atmosphere energy, a phenomena previously unknown to traditional physics. Theorized is that the artifact is an energy amplifier capable of shifting the states of matter and energy. Construction would indicate it as a mix of sophisticated engineering with mystical craftsmanship. The outer casing of the Ethereal Resonator is crystalline and translucent, having a very smooth texture and is decidedly cold to the touch. Although it resembles a form of Ethereum quartz for most intents and purposes, this is entirely different from Ethereum quartz. The inner mechanism utilizes the principle of magnetic levitation. This is how rotational cores could be floating effortlessly inside a substance called volcanic adamantite, commonly known as a near indestructible metal like a diamond or a superalloy with otherworldly properties. Height. The overall height for this object is 35 centimeters. Width. While it tapers down nicely to a fine pointed tip, its width at the base comes to 15 centimeters. Weight. The total weight of the substructure is approximately 5 kilograms. There are bizarre and intricate engravings lining up in precision on the surface of the object that strongly resembles something that was known by the name of resonance lines. Symbols that bear close associations with scripts from the notation mirror spires. Theoretical propositions of functionality, amplification of energy. Analysis would indicate that it might interact with the ambient top of atmosphere fields present in its surroundings, amplifying their power, and this could potentially even create a very localized power source or even a weapon. Dimensional access. Testing so far gives indication of possible manipulation of dimensional layers, which would permit temporary access to hidden realms beyond our ordinary perception. The finding is in tune with the concepts and theories explained here before as the multi-layered Earth model. Biological enhancement. Initial proximity testing showed increased physical energy and focused mental states in the test subjects over time, though this was followed by fatigue. Operation observations, mechanism of activation. It activates when focused top of atmosphere energy is channeled directly into its core. It produces a harmonic tone well within the audible range for humans, much like a low resonant charge produces a very faint aurora when it's active. Recognized effects. Minor transmutation of matter occurs in that a steel ride would assume a crystalline configuration as a direct result of the imposed effects by the art projection and barrier forms through energy field projections. United States Central Intelligence Agency, top secret classified document, Department of Special Reconnaissance, Arctic Division, file Beyond the Ice Wall, Earth Structure Analysis, January 4th, 1979, eyes only for level alpha clearance. At the bottom of this document, it states, approved by Section 9 Director, Special Projects Document Controls, Alpha Clearance. Report subject, the Multilayered Earth Model Analysis. Recent exploration flights outside the ice wall have revealed new evidence that suggests the Earth's structure differs from the traditional spherical model. In order to integrate observable physical events with philosophical descriptions correlated to the existence of Toa Energy, top of atmosphere energy, a multi-layered Earth model. This dual framework model strikes a balance between the hidden spatial layers outside of the known universe and the laws of classical physics. Layers of the physical and metaphysical. There are two realities that coexist on Earth, the known terrestrial and the celestial, that operate within the parameters of standard physics. This encompasses the air systems, oceans, and the environment that are the subject of contemporary study. Hidden dimensional layers, these layers are unverifiable in normal physical circumstances that exist past the ice wall, which serve as a bridge and a curtain between the two realities. Beyond the ice wall. Lands outside the ice wall defy accepted geographical and gravitational understanding according to expeditions. Anomalies in these areas include irregular spatial conditions, changing temporal view, and the occurrence of energy events on their own. It seems that the lands governing the hidden levels involve the manipulation of physical continents by energy, the unifying form of top of atmosphere energy. Beyond the ice wall, energy channels a dimensional barrier that divides the hidden layers from the observable space. When appropriately engaged or disrupted, this energy serves as a bridge, generating specific operations. Consequences for the shape of Earth. According to Newtonian physics, Earth appears spherical from within the observable sphere. However, the existence of hidden layers is made possible by the energy where it produces a multidimensional curvature that defines regular measurements and does not conflict with known planetary research. Theosophical consequences maintaining conventional physics. The mechanics of the observable sphere are aided in optics governing scientific coherence for the fundamental radiance of humanity. The Earth is larger and more complicated than is visible due to the evidence of hidden dimensional layers. The ice wall's function. The ice wall serves as an energetic membrane in addition to a physical barrier and designates the point at which the hidden dimensions are obscured by energy. This membrane prevents conventional investigations since it needs certain conditions to penetrate. Consequences between geophysics and metaphysics. This suggests that the metaphysical layers exist in quote-unquote folded manner, finding conventional detection in toroidal, stationary, and flat positioning, which indicates Earth's plane is infinite. The structure of the globe is contradictory by the multi-layered Earth model as a combination of metaphysical and physical dimensions. This analysis allows for the observable places and the undisclosed places to have multiple inhabitants encapsulated by the laws of physics. To properly map and comprehend multidimensional Earth framework requires a perseverance of energy manipulation and rare essentials. So, in conclusion, the takeaway here from the analysis of this multi-layered Earth model document presents a transformative framework that redefines terrestrial, celestial, and hidden dimensions beyond the conventional paradigms of geophysics. The presence of this ethereal resonator, a technology of otherworldly origins, suggests that Earth's structural complexity extends beyond the visible, manifesting in multidimensional layers that are dynamically interwoven with top-of-atmosphere energy. And this energy functions as the fundamental medium through which the hidden domains beyond the Antarctic ice wall remain concealed, but yet still accessible under specific energetic conditions, maybe specific meteorological conditions that can be altered by this ethereal resonator technology that may come from some species beyond the Antarctic ice wall that the government doesn't want us to know about. Who knows? So in accordance with the geocentric model, the Earth does not exist as an isolated sphere in an infinite vacuum, but it's existing as a structured plane of interdependent realms, wherein physical and metaphysical laws coexist together. The Antarctic ice wall therefore serves not merely as a geographical extremity, but as an energetic threshold, or as it says in the document, a membrane, both a barrier and a conduit, regulating the transition between the observable and the concealed, between the physical and the metaphysical. The anomalies observed in expeditions beyond this barrier, including fluctuating spatial orientations, temporal distortions, and the manipulation of matter through non-local energy fields, substantiates the presence of a hidden non-Euclidean dimensionality underlying terrestrial existence. The implications of this model extend beyond mere geographical considerations, as they necessitate a profound reassessment of Newtonian and relativistic physics in favor of an integrated metaphysical geophysical paradigm. So within this framework, the concept of a planetary curvature is no longer a fixed spherical constraint, but it's a dynamic, multidimensional curvature, one that aligns with ancient esoteric traditions and the theosophical doctrine of a veiled infinite terrestrial expanse, a terrestrial plane. Consequently, the ice wall does not mark the edge of a closed system, but instead it delineates the threshold to deeper cosmic strata, where the accessibility is dependent upon the precise calibration of ethereal resonance. So ultimately, this multi-layered model reconciles the physical and the metaphysical, challenging reductionist, materialistic perspectives while maintaining scientific coherence through its alignment with optical and energetic phenomena. The Earth, as revealed through this document inquiry, is not merely larger than previously conceived, it is infinitely layered, dynamic, and governed by energetic forces that exceed conventional understanding. Get that through your head. So the ethereal resonator, along with the properties of top of atmosphere energy and the concealed landscapes beyond the Antarctic ice wall, are crucial in further unraveling the mystery of Earth's multidimensional architecture.